The Orlando VA Armor Program delivers a comprehensive approach to identify veterans at increased risk for suicide, beginning with supporting staff across the organization to evaluate risk levels, to coordinating care with community facilities, and identifying treatment needs and ongoing care coordination. Here with us today is one of the program's community engagement and partnerships coordinators, Elizabeth Jackson. And Elizabeth, thank you so much for being here at Active Lifestyles. Gosh, suicide prevention, it's such an important topic, but you know, folks may not know that the VA really does have some terrific programs. So basically and briefly, what is the ARMOR program?
So ARMOR program is our overall program for suicide prevention at the Orlando VA. Orlando VA, it was the pilot program for it, and so now we have VAs, hospitals across the U.S. adopting the program because it's done so well here in Orlando, and it stands for at-risk monitoring and outreach. So it's a comprehensive approach to suicide prevention, current intervention, and postvention as well.
So what types of programs and different situations can be addressed?
So we have a couple of different programs. We have what we call Achieve. We have our suicide prevention program itself. And then we also have Reach Vet. And then we, of course, have the program that I work with, which is the Community Engagement and Partnership Coordinator Program.
And so how do they kind of address this whole situation? Because so many times we'll hear on the news, we'll read about, you know, veterans really being in crisis.
Yeah, so we have a couple of different ways that we approach it. One is our internal, where if somebody is in crisis, you know, they may be flagged, and then they have follow-up services internally with our suicide prevention team, their primary care team, mental health team. But then we also have a program that reaches veterans who maybe they're discharged from the community. So their discharge planners will connect with our discharge planner coordinator, and we make sure that they have follow-up with a minimum of 90 days.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, so we also help with their transition to care. So we alert their primary care providers, our mental health providers internally. We just make sure that their transition from the community to VA is as smooth as possible, and they're receiving all the follow-up care that they need. And if their appointments are a little bit farther out, then our team will reach them and actually follow up with them until they can be seen by their mental health, to make sure that they are not dropped through the cracks and they are being seen weekly and monthly.
No, I think that's what's so important, because we hear about that also, that, you know, it's a situation, it is a crisis, and they need immediate assistance, not 2 months, 3 months, 6 months down the road.
Absolutely. So, and we do these hospital summits that we go in the community and do education and training and reach out to the discharge planners to make sure they have the best point of contact at our VA, and we keep that community engagement going.
And of course, here at Active Lifestyles, we're kind of geared toward over 55, over 65. And you mentioned to me earlier that there are specific situations and programs tailored just to veterans that are over 55. So what are those?
Yeah, so we have a couple of them. The two that I really thought about when we were talking about doing this interview is we have the Renew program, which is phenomenal. So we did a roundtable discussion with some female veterans, specifically who were over the age of 55, and asking them what they are looking for, what kind of care do they need. And after a year of doing that, they came up with the Renew program. And so that is a program specifically for female veterans over the age of 55 to talk about kind of those transitional life changes, including reproductive health, pelvic floor health, talking about everything that you need to know that you probably should have been doing in your 30s, but now that you know about it, you know, to just make sure that you stay as healthy as possible. It also talks about mind, body, and spirit, kind of the whole person approach. When you've got some life changes, you know, the kids are out of the house, you might be looking at retirement, and so what does that look like now with your health care as well?
And we're always so happy to promote the programs with the VA, because I think that's kind of the situation. Folks don't know where to turn. They may be a veteran, but they don't think of contacting the VA because they think maybe it's just a medical facility, but there's so much more that you offer.
There is so much more. There's Whole Health that offers Qigong, Tai Qi and acupuncture, yoga. We can even do chair yoga. So if your mobility is a little bit impaired, then we can do yoga right out of a chair. So it doesn't matter, no matter where you are in life, like there's an option for you. The other program that I really love is called the Golden Age Games. And so that is adaptive sports for individuals over the age of 55. And this year, the 2024 games are going to be held in Salt Lake City. And so all they have to do is let their primary care doctor know that that's what they're interested in. And they'll get connected with the recreational therapist for that.
Oh, that sounds like a terrific program.
Oh, it is. They have all kinds. I have a veteran that I spoke to that he is doing bocce ball. And he's so excited to be able to do that in a competitive way. And it's something that's not intrusive on his joints and everything.
Right, so it's good for physical health and their mental health as well.
And it gives them, it increases their social circle as well.
So thank you, Elizabeth. Now, she has shared with us about the coordinated efforts from the Orlando VA to prevent suicide in the veteran population. So if you are a veteran in a mental health crisis and you're thinking about hurting yourself, or you know a veteran who's considering this, please get help right away. You are not alone. Veterans Crisis Line is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by dialing 988 and press 1, or by confidential chat at the address on the screen. Such great information. Thank you so much.
Thank you.